not from within my circle now. That sounds like slavery almost. So I actually looked into working in Japan once, and I quickly gave up because it's just so different from where I'm from. I think there are like good points in Japan.
In Japan, if we sick and have to take a day off for more than 4 days,
Yeah.
we are covered by government insurance.
Okay. Yeah.
But within 4 days, no payment. So if we have a fever or get the flu, we often use paid holidays.
Okay.
So people want to save their paid holidays for when get sick or just in case.
Yeah.
Please give your honest opinion about this. What would you do if your country or company had a same system? Thank you for your time.
Yeah. No problem.
I'm Yuto. What is your name?
Thijs.
Nice to meet you. Where from?
The Netherlands.
Thank you. How many days are you traveling in Japan?
In total, 20 days.
20 days. Oh,
Yes.
20 days.
20 days.
Oh,
yes,
long.
yes. And this is my 15th day.
15 days?
Yeah, I think
Okay. I will ask you some question about the work environment in your country.
so. Okay.
Are you employee or self-employed?
I'm employed.
Employee.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your job?
Software developer, like programming.
Programming. Okay. Oh, very cool.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Regarding paid holidays.
Mm-hmm.
In Japan, we have a minimum of 10 paid holidays for a year
Yes.
in law. After 6 months of starting a job,
Mm-hmm.
how many paid holidays do you get per year, and what's the legal minimum in your country?
I get for my company 25 days,
Okay.
and I think the legal requirement is about 20 days, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. According to a survey, Japan's paid holidays utilization rate is 60%,
Mm-hmm.
which ranks second worst in the world.
Okay, that's bad.
Yes. Also, the majority of reasons why people don't take paid holidays is because they feel guilty for taking paid holidays
Mm-hmm.
while everyone else busy working.
Yeah.
What do you think about this compared to your country or company? Do you feel some pressure or guilty?
It's the complete opposite. We most of the time our boss would say take some time off. You need some time to recover, and it's actually people want you to go on holidays. Yeah.
Okay. Do you use up all your paid holidays within a year, or do you have to use all of them up within a year?
I think you can save them up often.
Yes.
Yeah, for a year you can save them up, and if you don't use them, you get money for it.
Mm-hmm.
But most people just take every holiday, or even pay some money to get extra holidays. Like you can buy some days for extra holiday.
Okay. Since Japan's paid holidays utilization rate is very low, in 2019, the government forced the people to take 5 days a year.
Okay.
But people feel guilty and about taking the 5 days and connect together.
Yeah.
So most people end up taking each day separately, like 1 day off at a time.
Yeah.
So usually we don't have a vacation like 2 weeks or 3 weeks and traveling. What do you think about this compared to your country?
Well, I think a person can only work efficiently so long. You need some recovery time and just mentally recover. So I think you are more productive if you actually take like a 2-week vacation and then look forward to working again. It's like it improves your working. I think it makes you more efficient. Yeah.
Okay. How long do you usually take paid holidays continuously and connect together at one time in your company and your country?
So I don't know how it is for everybody else in my country, but I think it's pretty normal to take like a summer holiday 2, maybe 3 weeks.
3 weeks? Oh.
Maybe that's long, but
Okay.
especially if you have children and stuff, 3 weeks going to a camping, that's pretty normal.
Oh, wow.
With Christmas, you often take 1 week,
1
maybe,
week.
and then the rest of the days you kind of spread them out. That's how it works.
That's
I
really
guess.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have it good.
The most Japanese people are afraid of causing inconvenience to customers or boss by taking long vacations.
Yeah.
What do people think about the inconvenience caused to customers, co-workers and boss by taking long vacation in your country?
With long vacations, you often talk with your coworkers, so you don't plan all your vacations at the same period. That would impact work. But I think if you talk with your coworkers about it and do it efficiently, it shouldn't be that big of a problem. Yeah.
So, regarding sick leaves, do you have sick leave in your country's law or in your company?
Yeah, you can, if you're sick,
Yes.
you get a doctor's notice or just call up, I'm sick,
Okay.
and then depends on the company how it exactly works, but yeah, who has
It's-
sick leave.
It's like very important to take the doctor's paper.
Depends. If it's for
Depends.
like 1 or 2 days and you know the boss and you know it's like sometimes you can just say
Just a
I'm
cough.
sick and it's enough.
Okay.
But if you're sick for like a week or 2 weeks, then a doctor's notice would be pretty important. Yeah.
Okay. That's separate from paid holidays, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In Japan, there are no regulation about sick leave in law, and only 22% of the companies have sick leaves.
Okay.
So most Japanese people don't know about sick leaves. What is sick leave? Can you please explain briefly?
I guess it's when you are feeling unwell and can perform your job. You stay at home, recover, and because you recover more quickly when you rest, you can get to work faster, I guess. So it's better for everyone, I think, in the end. Yeah.
Okay. Is it paid full amount of your salary?
I think you get. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think you get like a 5 fully paid sick leave hour or days, and afterwards you get 70% of your salary.
70%?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. What is the maximum number of days for sick leaves?
It depends on like the type of sickness. So if you have like something that will take 6 months to recover from, you could get 6 months of sick time leave. Basically it goes on for a very long time if you're actually really sick. But if it's just a cold, it's of course a bit different again. Yeah.
Okay. In Japan, if we sick and have to take a day off for more than 4 days,
Yeah.
we are covered by government insurance.
Okay. Yeah.
But within 4 days, no payment. So if we have a fever or get the flu, we often use paid holidays.
Okay.
So people want to save their paid holidays for when get sick or just in case.
Yeah.
Please give your honest opinion about this. What would you do if your country or company had a same system?
I would look for a different country to work in, probably.
Yes.
No, I think it messes up the idea of holidays. Like I said, it's important to not only physically be able to recover from something, so with sick leave, but also mentally recover from something. And often you use holiday for something like that. Or if you're actually like really depressed or something, you should also be able to use sick days. Yeah, I wouldn't like that if the Netherlands
Yeah.
implemented that.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Regarding overtime, how many hours do you work per day, and how many days do you work per week?
So I work 40 hours a week. And of course, if you have a project, you can get overtime hours, but you balance it out. So 1 week maybe you work 50 hours, and then the next week maybe 30 hours, and you
Okay.
try to keep the 40 hours that, yeah.
How often do you work overtime, and how many hours in a day?
Almost never. Like
Never?
uh,
Okay.
Not never, but you know, yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, almost never.
Okay. In Japan, the maximum overtime work is 45 hours per month in a law.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. Do you think this is long? Yeah, you said long.
Yeah, in the Netherlands, it's actually really popular to work 36 hours a week,
36?
or
Okay.
maybe even 32.
Mhm.
So that means you have a 4-day work week, which is completely opposite of Japan, I guess.
Mhm.
And just like with sick leave, it helps you recover mentally. It makes you work more efficiently. So I think overtime can hurt a company.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a maximum amount of overtime in your country?
I honestly don't know. Probably, yeah.
In Japan, overtime pay is the hourly wage plus 25%. How much is added to overtime pay in your country?
Honestly, don't know.
You don't know. In Japan, if you leave work on time, people think you are unmotivated. So many people tend to choose to work overtime because they are concerned about what others think of them and their reputation and evolution.
Yeah.
Is there any pressure or kind of same thing about leaving the company on time in your country or company?
It kind of depends. Like if you have an important project coming up, of course you work a bit extra to complete it. But if you have nothing to do, just go home and prepare yourself for next week when it maybe actually be needed. No pressure really. Yeah.
Okay. In Japan, there is also a practice called unpaid overtime, which employees do not get paid for working.
Mhm.
An additional 15 or 30 minutes or sometimes some hours.
Mhm.
A survey shows that about 40% of people in Japan work an average of 18 hours of unpaid overtime per month. Is there any customs like unpaid overtime in your country, or have you ever heard about it from your friends or family?
That not from within my circle. No, that sounds like slavery almost. Yeah, no.
No. Okay. Okay. Regarding perspective of work, in Japan, usually people are expected to sacrifice their personal time to contribute to the company.
Yeah.
And this leads to overtime and overwork. In your country, do company expect you to prioritize work over your personal time? Or do they think work-life balance is important?
Of course, it differs per company. But there are a lot of companies in the Netherlands that put emphasis on work-life balance. So put your life first, work second, and probably your mental health will improve, so your work also improves. Yeah, that's...
Okay. Okay, thank you. This is the last question.
Okay, yeah.
Please tell me your honest opinion about the Japanese work environment and the way Japanese people work compared to your country. And what would you say if you give some advice to Japanese people?
So I actually looked into working in Japan once, and I quickly gave up because it's just so different from where I'm from. I think there are like good points in Japan, so everybody's motivated and going for drinks after work. Maybe it's a bit too much sometimes, but you don't really have that in the Netherlands that much. So there are good things, but the overwork time, the no holidays, that's I think for everybody involved, for the people working and for the companies, it's better if it's just more holidays and more freedom with work-life balance. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.